back to the YouTube channel, or welcome to. Hi, I'm Chelsea, nice to meet you, and if you already know who I am, hey, I hope you're having an amazing day. So today we are in a completely different scenery. I know guys, this is my kitchen. We are going to be doing something a lot different. We're gonna be baking today, and we are going to be talking about the books I've read since January. Little backstory, I ain't been really much of a reader. I haven't read a book fully through since 8th grade. But we're back on it, baby. We've been reading, and I'm gonna give you guys some, I don't know about book recommendations, but some like reviews on some books I've read, because some of the books I've read have been like widely known. We're getting all that while we bake. A little backstory on my baking. I baked these snickerdoodle cookies for the first time. Turned out perfect. Then I baked them again, and they turned out like biscuits. So we're gonna redeem myself. We're gonna be making some snickerdoodle cookies, and while I bake, I'm gonna be talking about each one of my books. I did take a little hiatus for my mental health. I had to make sure I was in the right mind space for you guys, because it's all about you. It's all about you, girl. On a special birthday. SpongeBob reference. Anywho, without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get into it. So yeah, the first book we're gonna be talking about is They Both Die at the End by Silvera. That's like the first book I read when I got my books for Christmas, and I'm in love. It follows these two boys, Rufus and Mateo, and it's like in this alternative universe where you get a call from this thing called Deathcast, and they tell you, we don't know how you're gonna die, we don't know when exactly, but you're gonna die sometime today. Then Rufus and Mateo meet each other on this like final best friend day list app thing, where you can meet people who are either gonna die the same day like you are, or who just want you to have a friend in your last day. So Mateo and Rufus find each other on there. Mateo is like reserved, introverted, kind of like very anxious, while Rufus is like trying to run away from like his past problems and all that. Really good story. It is a gay love story for the girls and gals. That's what I'm gonna say about it. It's really good. And to say that the title is They Both Die at the End, I thought it was for fake. I didn't think they were actually gonna die, you know? I was like, maybe, just maybe, they can like outlive it, you know? The book also goes through other people's perspectives in the book, and it's like at the end they show how it all connects. It's like this big web at the end of the book. Very good book. If I had to rank it, that's probably the best book I've read, and it's stuck with me. I definitely recommend the book. It's really good. You guys should get it. It's on Amazon. It's a very easy read also. It was just so good. That book will make you cry. And it's like kind of dark, but not, yeah, it is, I guess. It kind of is dark. Since we're on to Silvera. I love that first book, so I read History Is All You Left Me. And let me tell you something. That book is about, I can't remember names from this book because I did not like the book. I'm sorry, I had high expectations for Adam, because I love They Both Die at the End. I will be trying Silvera one more time. I'm getting another one of his books later on. Okay, it follows Griffin, whose ex-boyfriend, this is like his first love, Theo, died. But when he died, Theo had another boyfriend. So like Griffin has to get through the grief of Theo with Theo's boyfriend at the time. And it just follows that. Griffin has like this OCD thing they talk about a lot. It's just, it wasn't bad. I just didn't care for Griffin. The things Theo did, I didn't really agree with, so it kind of made it harder for me to like sympathize. But the book wasn't good to me because Griffin just did not seem as developed, like characteristic wise, as Theo was. Like we really dove into Theo because Griffin's talking about him throughout the whole book, and it jumps back and forth from when Theo was alive to when he wasn't alive. Yeah, but I didn't really get much of Griffin in this book. I'm not gonna go into how Theo did Griffin dirty. You can read the book if you want, but it wasn't terrible. I more so read it so like I could have that feeling of, yeah, I read that, yeah. But would I read this book again? No. If I had to rank this book, she's rather low. The next book we'll be talking about is Dumpling. In all honesty, I really got that book because I watched the Netflix movie of it. So the book follows Willadine Dixon, also known as Dumpling, her mom calls her. It follows her and how she goes through life being a plus size woman. She decides to enter this pageant show, which her mother is like head of, to kind of protest pageant, showing that anybody, literally anybody, can be in a pageant. So she did that with a couple of her misfit friends. And while she was doing that, she met her boy. And you know, she's like doing this little fun thingy with Bo. And I'm not gonna tell you the ends. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix if you guys wanna watch the movie. It's really good. But the book was light. It was like airy. It talked about some plus size women problems, which I found very interesting. Compared to the other books I've read, it was like, it's more lighthearted than my other books. It's a good book. Well, I recommend it. Yeah, it's a really easy read. Like, the words aren't that complex. It's not that hard to understand the plot. And it's just really good. It's about body positivity. And yeah, I would 100% recommend that book. High key, I don't know my measurements. Kind of embarrassing. It just spilled some. It says 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Is this 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract? I'm gonna put more. Story time. When I first did these cookies, completely winged it. Like, I had a recipe. I had the same recipe, but I did what I wanted to do. I was like, well, we'll put a little more of this in, a little more of this in, a little more of this that. So maybe I just did it this time. Oh my gosh! I would fail on like the bake-off shows. Done. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda! I got baking soda! 2 teaspoons cream of tartar. Let's taste this stuff. Can I taste it? Ooh! It's like bitter. Yeah, no. Ew. 1/4 teaspoon, yeah! Come on, I'm on British Bake Off. It's working! But wow, we're doing flour. We're talking about a book that I recently finished like a week ago, which is called Everything I Never Told You. She's the author who wrote Little Fires Everywhere, which I do plan on reading later on. Basically, this book follows an Asian American family in the 70s. It follows Lydia, who is 16, her mother Marilyn, her father James, her younger sibling, forgot the little girl's name, sorry, and then her older brother Nathaniel. It follows them on how Lydia died. Literally, the first sentence in this book is, Lydia's dead, but they don't know this yet. It just talks about how the world was in the 70s and how like frowned upon interracial relationships were. Marilyn was a white woman, James is a Chinese American, I'm pretty sure. I loved the book because for me, it was really enlightening I'm just gonna start putting stuff in here, by the way. It talks about James's struggles of being like Chinese and just Asian in general in America at that time, and I found that very enlightening. And the book does a really good job of explaining that and how it was for them. And like the main thing that stuck out to me was how it was like Marilyn married James to stick out, and James married Marilyn to blend in. It just talks about how not only James, but like the rest of the family just didn't feel like they fit anywhere in society because of how they looked. And even though like the kids were like half white, it still was very hard for them to blend in. They talk about all the derogatory terms and the way that like just being racist to Asians is so normalized. The book really touches on that, and I love it. The author is also Asian, so an Asian woman, come on. Okay, girl. So I was really trusting. I was hanging off of every word, but I didn't like how the book ended. I just praised it. I know. I just went on a whole little this and that, good this, good that, and it's still a good book. But I'm saying I didn't like how the book ended because I kind of wanted it to stay dark. Like I wanted it to talk about how like Lydia's like the golden child of the family. The book goes into like why she's the golden child for James and Marilyn.
What I was saying was I think the book should have ended with how Lydia died, which they talked about in the second to last chapter. I feel like it should have ended with that to like leave us with no closure, just like how the family was left with no closure.
Other than that, it was kind of hard to like, maybe I'm just stupid, I don't know, but it was kind of hard to like figure out if we were in the present or past. So take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. But other than that, the book was really good. I love it, you guys. I highly recommend the book. But anyways, while we're doing mixing, the next book we're gonna talk about, the first book series I ever finished was One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This book follows 4 misfits, kind of like Breakfast Club vibe, who all ended up going to detention for something. None of them really knew each other except for Cooper and Addison. It follows these 4 students as they are now in a murder trial because Simon died and we don't know who killed him and we don't know how. So it's like a mystery book. It's really good. It has some love components. I thought the characters were gonna be really easy to like dissect, like Cooper the jock and Browen, she's the smarty geek, but like it's way more than that. They're trying to figure out who killed Simon because Simon runs this app that's basically like a gossip app that goes to the school. So it's kind of like a lot of people have reasons to kill him and they're just trying to figure that out through the whole book. Really good book. Who Killed Simon? It's a shocker at the end. You guys would love it. I don't have really any complaints about the first book. I think it's good. I think it ended good. There's some other characters. This book also switches off from perspective. So like to Browen, to Cooper, to Nate, to Addison, it switches off between those 4 throughout the whole book. So you get different perspectives, different time frames, what's happening. It's action-packed. Netflix, y'all need to pick it up. But that book, 100%, I would recommend. The last book we'll be talking about is the sequel to One of Us is Lying, which is One of Us is Next. Also before I talk about this, I'm gonna be dipping the batter in like this like cinnamon and sugar. But this book follows Phoebe, Maeve, and Knox. This happens after they figure out who killed Simon, and like Simon's been dead for a year, and that whole fiasco happened a year ago. But now someone new is back into the picture, trying to start this whole gossip thing all over again. It follows that. It does have the characters from the first book in there, but they graduated last year, so they're kind of like not in the book, but they kind of are in the book at the same time. The book wasn't bad. It's just the villain wasn't as good as it was in the first book, and like in the villain's reasonings weren't that good either. Like they really tried. They really did. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad book, but it just wasn't, compared to the first book, it just wasn't a good sequel. I would still recommend it. I feel very accomplished at being my first ever like book series I finished. That's all the books I've read. So while we're here, I guess I can just talk about some of my books on my book wish list. One of them is We Are Liars. Another one is another book series. The first book's called Shatter Me. It's out of stock on Amazon right now, so that must tell a lot about the book. So as soon as it's come back in stock, I'll be there. But I want to get that book. There's another book, or Worst Best Man. I want to read More Happy Than Not. That's another Adam Silvera book. It's that book, and then it's What If That Were Us. And I think off the top of my head, that's all the books I want. I really do recommend you start reading. I took the SAT like 2 days ago. I don't know if I did well specifically because of math, but I'll tell you what, I was zooming through the passages. Okay, reading quick speed, quick math. You know what's faster than thunder? Me, lightning. But I feel like if you get books you're interested in, reading's really not that bad. It's only bad when I'm told what to read. Now I'm just gonna be rambling. I'm going to prom and I'm planning prom. My prom at my school is going to be the Met Gala through the looking glass. My dear, I know. But I'm bringing all this up to say that I'm wearing a suit to prom. I was gonna do a whole video on making a prom dress, which I did. I made the prom dress. It's just I had this impulsive decision to wear a suit because I'm like, how many girls at my school are gonna wear a suit? Exactly. So I want to wear a suit, so I'm gonna wear a suit. That literally does not make you gay. I'm bringing that up because I've had some talkers saying that like I'm gonna look gay at prom, which is like, okay, so wearing a suit at prom makes you gay. I don't think it works like that. I don't know. But anyways, I mean, that ain't stopping me. I'm still standing. Yeah. While we're here, I'm gonna talk about what to look out for on my channel, guys. Summer is upon us. Summer break is upon us. and I'm gonna be pushing out more videos. And I'm really excited because honestly, doing videos in like schoolwork and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life after I graduate, very stressful. But we're living, we're alive. But what's coming up is after I post this video, I'm probably gonna take, I had this video coming, I'm so excited. I had this video coming out with my friends that that's also going to be in the video. I'm not a gamer, I'm not a gaming channel, but I will be posting a Roblox video because I love Roblox and I've been on Roblox since the very beginning, babe. I have some more no context watch that I want to watch. Like I want to do Gilmore Girls, I want to do Pretty Little Liars, Jane the Virgin. Y'all should vibe with that, maybe, hopefully. I will be doing some more Glee videos for my Glee girl and gals. And the last video I posted was a Marvel one. I will still be ranking the Marvel movies themselves. I'll still be ranking those. But I'm done with the cookies. Yeah, we're gonna put them in the oven. Guys, I'm looking at it in the oven and it's giving very much biscuit right now. I might cry. Let me do a confessional like I'm on British Bake Off. You guys, I don't know. They look like biscuits again. We're not making biscuits, we're making cookies. I mean, if they turn out like biscuits, I at least wish they taste good, but I'm really nervous today, guys. I don't know. I think I might be going home. I smell them kind of. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. Scene. Shut up. Okay, they've cooled. They're biscuits. At least they're good. They're good. Scratch that, guys. Welcome, we made biscuits. Cookies we were talking about last time. Shh. Making biscuits. There you go. They look good. Biscuits. Whatever I said before, wrong. They're biscuits. I totally meant to make this. But guys, really, tell me what I did wrong. Maybe because I just didn't measure anything and started pouring stuff in there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of all over the place. I was kind of frantic. I'm not a really good multitasker, so I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. But I had fun, and I hope you guys had fun too. I love talking, and I got to talk to you guys, and I think that was the funnest part. The most fun. No, I'm gonna say the funnest part. Sue me. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you like videos like this, send it in the comment section down below and we'll figure out something else to do. But yeah, I try my hardest. I love talking to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye! That's it. I made biscuits. You did?